Namaste children, welcome back. In the previous class, I taught you Mendel's first law. Once again, I will teach you the same topic. See, law of paired factor. Law of paired factor means every trait of our personality is decided by two factors. Now, what is this factor? Actually, genes we call, no? Why we am calling this factor? Because in 1822, when Mendel born, this gene was not discovered. In 1921 only, gene word was coined by Johansson. So, that's why Mendel don't know that word, gene word. So, he used a word called a factor. So, factor, every trait is represented by two factors. One is paternal copy and one is maternal copy. Okay. So, that is called a law of paired factor. Next, second law is law of dominance. What do you mean by law of dominance? Now, you see, once again I am going to this pea plant. Pea plant I have given the tabular form now. Once you go through that, length of the stem is two types. Maybe tall or maybe short. Okay. And in the same way, color of the seed may be yellow or green. And color of the flower may be purple or white. So, in that way, contrasting characters he observed. Now, length of the plant is either tall or short. Now, in that tallness, for example, the plant is tall or short, whatever it may be you take. So, for the tallness or shortness, maybe father's copy, one maternal copy must be there, one paternal copy must be there. So, for easy to understand, which letter I am taking? Capital T. T letter. So, both father also gave capital T, mother also gave capital T. So, what that plant will get a capital T, capital T. So, that plant will become tall. Okay. Next, how it became short? Now, maternal copy is small t and paternal copy is also small t. Then, it will get small t, so short. And you may be thinking one more strategy also. What is that? Maybe mother is giving capital T, father is giving small t. Then it will become capital T, small t. Then also tall. Then also it will be tall. Then what is it? What is the next trait? Maternal is small t, paternal is capital T. Then also tall. Now, if you observe this carefully, you can tell in only one condition the shortness is visible, right? So, what is that condition? Both factors. Now, Mendel thought that the letters, what I am representing, he mentioned as factors. So, the two factors which are small letters, then only the shortness is visible. Even one factor is capital letter, then it is showing tallness only. Okay. So, what is this condition called? What is this law called? The law of dominance. I will explain in a different way. Here if you see capital T, both are same letters. So, such a condition is called homozygous condition. Homozygous condition means both factors are similar to each other. Such a condition is called homozygous condition. So, how many homozygous conditions are there here? Can you tell me? Yes, first one, capital T is homozygous, small t is homozygous. That's all. These two are one capital letter, one small letter. Okay. When one capital letter and one small letter, these two conditions are called heterozygous. What you call? Heterozygous. Okay. Now, when the organism is in heterozygous condition, one factor will be dominating the other one. The one which is getting dominated, dominated by the other one is called recessive, and which is dominant is called dominant trait. So, in this, capital T is dominant and small t is recessive. Okay. So, when recessive will be seen, both are small letters, then only the recessive will be seen. Now, this I will explain in a different way, like our normal situation. Now, this capital letter you think 10th class child. The small t you think an LKG child. Okay. So when in some annual day program or some family functions, what might have happened, one 10th class child and one LKG child is set. Then who will be dominating? Once you imagine, who will dominate? 10th class child will dominate, no? Because age is, he is older and he is heavier and he is having a good personality. So he will scold that boy and he will make him to sit and do the work. So here when capital T and small t are there, how the capital T is dominating, like that the 10th class child, how the 10th class child will dominate, like that the capital T will dominate the small t. Then when this small t will become, when the LKG child or UKG child, when he will get dominated, when he will become dominant, when he sit with his own friend. Again, when he sit with an LKG child, both LKG children are there, already he got trained by you. So that's why both of them will sit together and how to behave they will understand and their qualities they will show. I think now it is clear. So when the organism is in heterozygous condition, in homozygous condition there is no doubt. Both are two capital T's are there, then definitely it will be tall. But two small t's are there, definitely it will be short. But when one capital T and one small t, which character will be seen, which trait will be seen? The capital letter trait will be seen. That is because it is having more gene. Why it will come in the letter? Why only the capital T is dominant, madam? Again, don't pose the question. Again, in the process of lesson, this point also you will understand. Okay, this is called the law of dominance. Okay, what is law of dominance? When the organism is in heterozygous condition, one factor will dominate the other one, and and another one will be submissive or recessive. So the one which is dominating is called dominant trait, and which is submissive is called recessive trait. So this is what we call it as law of dominance. So law of dominance, capital T, small t, small t, small t, like that. Capital Y, small y, purple. Capital P, small p, like this. Okay, is it clear? Thank you.